All right, let's take a look at some video. First is going to be Jedrick Wills. And this is something that is good. Tell us what you see here when you study this play of Jedrick Wills.
Well, you're going to see him here at the left tackle, number 71. He does a great job of angle dropping here. At times he drops too flat. He almost jump sets too much. So here he does a great job. He has great feet. Other thing he does really, really well is he has independent hands. So you're going to see his left hand get on the guy first. And when he gets his hands on first, he's usually pretty good. He's got to continue. Once again, it's technique. It's the ability to, every single time, the drop has to be the same. The technique has to be the same. You have to break down film. You got to see what the other rusher does. But here, this is a great job. It's a great drop. He stays in front. He uses independent hands. He gets his left hand out first, and then he anchors with the right hand, kind of clubs that right hand in there, and he gets great protection. This is a high. You see lots of these in the game, and then you also see lots of lows where he doesn't do it really well. But this is an example of what he can do when he's focused.
And again, in fairness to Jedrick Wills, not to make excuses, had a lower leg injury for one of the seasons, and offensive line is not a position where you want to have to play with any type of lower extremity injury. All right, you mentioned some things that need work. This next clip, what do you see, and what concerns you here?
Well, first, the drop is a little bit, so he doesn't get much of a drop. He doesn't kick step very well, and he's got an extreme edge rusher who's in a wide 5 here. So he's in a wide 5, so he's got to really do a good job of cutting off this angle. The thing that's concerning is that he doesn't get his hands on first. The defensive lineman, if you'll see, kind of clubs his hands across and then just turns the corner. And what you want to see from Jed here is that you want to see when that guy turns the corner, you want to see him fighting his tail off to get that guy around the corner so that whoever the quarterback is can step up. And with Deshaun Watson, you're going to get tons of these plays that are going to be lengthened or going to be improvised by Deshaun Watson. So he's going to have to continue, whether he gets beat or not, to continue to fight and try to stay with his man as best he can. Here, he gets beat. The defensive end does a great job of clubbing his hands away, but then he's got to fight. And this is kind of the inconsistency you see with in terms of what his effort sometimes looks like on film and what it looks like to people on film. This is the guy makes a good move. He's just got to fight a little bit more after he gets beat.
Yeah, and as you touched on there with Deshaun Watson, you have to block. You have to keep blocking because he's going to extend plays longer than most.